Okay, so let's start. So ed endings. So maybe Jan, you can read it to us.
Regular verbs in the simple past all end in ed. Those two small letters can be pronounced in three different ways. The pronunciations depends on the sounds at the end of the infinitive of the main verbs and whether it is silent or not. With ed endings, often the e is silent and the d can become a
T.
A T.
Clear? Or are you all like bring back grammar? It's easier. Okay, let's break it down. So, how many pronunciations does these two letters have?
Too small.
One.
Several. Okay, more than one, several. Any other choices? Many. Did somebody say two?
Yes, me, Najat.
Two, nearly, Najat. There are three different ways to pronounce the ED. Okay? Three. Okay? Now, how do we know which pronunciation to use?
I think it depends if it's passive or it's some verb in past.
No, not really.
I think if the last letter D is a voiced or non-voiced, like looked.
Mm-hmm.
Looked. The key is not voice. Oh, we pronounce looked.
Exactly. So basically, what this next part is saying is we have to look, it's saying it in a kind of complicated way, but basically you just need to ask yourself, what is the letter, or you could also say the sound, before the ED? Okay, so when you look at a word, for example, this word here, so we've got one here to play with. Okay, so wait, I want to go with this one. Why is it not letting me? Okay, so this word here, what is the letter before ED?
C.
C. Okay, what sound does that letter make? It's a sound. Okay, that's the only thing that you need to be looking for to decide which sound you're going to pronounce the ED. Okay, so you just need to look at the letter or the sound before the ED in the word. Okay, and then you decide, is it pronounced as a D, a T, or an ID? Okay. So we're going to go through each one in turn, okay? But does everybody understand three sounds? And the important thing is to see what letter comes before ED.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. That's all we need to take from this part. So don't look so worried. Okay. So let's look at the next slide. I think the next slide is going to be, okay. So the three ED endings. The favorite one for most people is id, okay? Because most of your languages, you pronounce all the letters, right? So especially Italian, Spanish, you think that everything needs to be pronounced id, okay? So that's one sound. The other one is a t sound, Okay, and it's a strong sound. I'm pushing air out of my mouth. Okay, if I had a piece of paper, the paper would move. Okay, and then you have a d sound. Okay, all I'm doing is putting my tongue behind my teeth and dropping it. D. Can everybody do the t sound? Yeah, so wipe your screen because you just spat all over it. So t. That's the t sound. The d sound, there's nothing coming out. It's just moving your tongue. Can everybody try the d sound?
The.
Okay. Okay. So those are the three sounds. Okay.